Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouse. As we always like to welcome in our favorite dietitian, April Sins. April, welcome back to the show.
Hi, Keith. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, I'm so excited. You're going to talk about one of my favorite things to do in the kitchen, and that's to use an air fryer. It is so multi-purpose, and you've got some really unique ideas for us today.
It really is. It's so easy to use. And if you don't have an air fryer, have no fear. You can definitely bake the items. The air fryer just makes it a little bit easier because it crisps it because of it being sitting on basically like a shelf, and it cooks it from the top and the bottom. So if you need to take an air fryer recipe and sort of revamp it, you can totally do that in the oven. You just may have to flip it over to get both sides crispy.
Okay.
Now, the benefits of an air fryer is, of course, we're not going to be using deep fried oil. So we're not going to have as much oil in there to be cooking things, but we'll still have that crispness that we look for in our fried food. So a lot of people are looking for different ways to eat vegetables. I know, with the new year coming, a lot of people are saying, I want to eat healthier, but sometimes I just get bored with the same old, same old. So I'm going to give you a recipe today that totally will blow your mind because it's going to be using cauliflower, and we're going to be making cauliflower hot wings, okay?
All right.
So it is, so basically it's just going to be another way that you can prepare your cauliflower and just kind of have that hot wing flavor to it. So all you need is very few ingredients, okay? So I'm going to be using a bag of cauliflower. Now, if you want to make a large volume and you want to get a whole cauliflower, you can definitely do that and cut it up. Now, the benefit of the bag is I like to put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes, maybe like 1 to 2 minutes, just to sort of get that cooking process started to soften them up a little bit. And so that's what I've done already. But you can definitely steam it in a steamable bowl, in the microwave, or however you like to steam your vegetables. You can kind of prepare it like that, or just warm it up in the microwave. But I like to get that cooking sort of, I don't want it to be hard whenever I crunch into it. I like to have a little bit of that softness to it.
Okay.
So I put this in the microwave for about 2 minutes, and you can see it has a little bit of steam coming up from it right there. Now, the other ingredients that we're going to be using as well is going to be some egg. I just have one egg that I've just beaten right there. We're going to be using some panko breadcrumbs. Mm-hmm. So I highly recommend, if you want that crispness, to use the panko breadcrumbs, just because of it being they're sort of light and fluffy, and they kind of give you that crunchiness that you're looking for. They don't really weigh the item down, so that's a really great thing, especially because we're using cauliflower. And so the cauliflower is going to actually be kind of soft, so you don't want something real heavy. So what we're going to do is we're going to dip each piece of cauliflower inside of the egg. And I'm not going to add any extra seasonings because we are going to be adding some of our wing sauce. Okay, so that's going to give it some of that seasoning in there. I also like to use a plain breadcrumb without adding extra sodium to it. So that way I'm starting off with something that doesn't have sodium. Now, the wing sauce does have sodium in it, so you want to make sure that you use that in moderation. And so, let's talk about cauliflower, though. What's the benefit of cauliflower is that cauliflower actually is high in vitamin C. You wouldn't think about that, right? Because we think of oranges as being high in vitamin C, but there's a lot of other things that have vitamin C content. Blueberries also have vitamin C content. But the cauliflower is a low-calorie item. So this whole bag of cauliflower right here is only 60 calories if you eat the whole bag.
Wow.
So it's a very low-calorie, very filling source of fiber as well. And so it's a really great way to get those nutrients in. Now, what I'm going to do is I've dipped these, and what I'm going to do is put these right into my air fryer.
Okay.
Now, I already have some made in my air fryer, so I'm not going to be able to put it right in. But what you do is you spray it. Take your spray and spray the bottom of your air fryer. Now, I have one like this that's sort of like a drawer, There are all different types of air fryers, but you want to make it to where it's nonstick, and then spray the top of it. Put it in there at 350 for about 5 to 8 minutes. It just depends on how crispy you like it. And I already have some done. You can see how good does that look with that golden brown color.
Wow.
Now, how am I going to make it taste like hot wings? Okay, so this is good where you get to pretend like you're like a real chef at a restaurant. Okay. Because what we're going to do is we're going to add some of our hot wing sauce. Okay.
We got 1 minute to find out how to coat cauliflower.
1 minute. Watch this. Watch
All
this,
right.
Keith. You're going to be amazed. Okay. So we're going to put our cauliflower that's done, and then we're going to take it, and then you're just going to take your bowl and flip it around like this.
Wow.
Like you're a chef, Keith, and then you're going to add it to your plate, and then there you have your cauliflower hot wings.
Just
Look at that.
like that. Voila. Got your celery sticks to support it. You got your dipping sauce to go with it. And as you mentioned, cauliflower is one of those few vegetables that can provide you with that vitamin C. It's not just in the fruits anymore. It's also, you can get it from there. So a wonderful, healthy option where you can use something, get something fried, use a vegetable, and not have to deep fry it in grease. So some wonderful recommendations as always, April.
Thank you so much, Keith.
All right. And we appreciate that. That is April Sins with a really unique option for cauliflower. All right. That'll do it for this segment of Eat Right with Rouses. Don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming when we continue.